Hello and welcome back to day number 34 of my road to 200 kilogram total. Now for today, I'm supposed to be hitting the same numbers I hit last week, but as you can tell from the title, I wasn't really having the best day in terms of the lifts. Alright, so I'm not sure. Actually, no, I definitely know where it went wrong, and that was not having a big enough breakfast and not having my usual cup noodles with protein source. And the fact that I woke up, even though I got an extra hour of sleep, the fact that I couldn't do my morning routine, my usual morning routine of I was able to do the jump rope, but I wasn't able to jog outside with my dog and give myself like 4 hours to recover. 2 hours to recover. So that would be right after I would eat that heavy meal and then wait 2 hours to simulate what it would be like to compete or have a comp day. So yeah, definitely a bad way to start, and it actually puts into perspective just how important it is to have a set routine as an athlete that I think even coaches can apply, because when your athletes have a certain ritual, which is consistent with how they'd work out, then you have to, as much as possible, maintain that ritual, have that pre-competition or pre-training thing that they always do, because the moment they don't have that, it could lead to some confusion on the athlete's end and some nervousness because they're doing things that they are not entirely sure of, if that makes any sense. Now, to talk about how it went, despite not being able to do my usual morning routine, I still went ahead and did my usual I included mobility work for the video because I thought it would be pretty short, because you'll see why it would be a shorter video compared to last week's final day 4 of sessions. Right, so here warming up the snatches. For the snatches today, something that helps me with working up the heavy singles is basically doing doubles, of trying to double everything up to a certain point, and that certain point was for today 70 kilos. I should have taken like smaller jumps, like between 60. I should have taken a 60, a 65, and then a 70. But that's just something I should implement more. I think I should just implement that next week. Right, so for the snatches, to be fair, I was pretty good with the snatches. It was easy. Just had to groove in that movement pattern, and it was moving quite well. Not really much more to say about that. Oh, I think one thing I can note is that I am way too much on my heels during the receiving, so you can see in some attempts that I put my toes up. Yep, there we go. It's pretty good. Right. Oh, by the way, I am doing these I'm doing 2 sets of doubles with each weight. So that was 50. There. You can see me sort of try to regain balance as I went up. Even though my feet stayed on the floor, you can tell from the way I stood it up that I was heading backwards. And fixed it during the second rep. Ooh. I think I should have implemented more. Basically, just staying down more in the receiving. Basically, what you want to happen is that you want to own the positions. You have to practice that positional strength so that you can properly execute every portion of the lift. There we go. Yeah, as you can note from that 70, I ended up pulling too much backwards, so I landed backwards. And with that, harder stand but a much better receiving position and pull. Right, here is again, just like last week, I did 2 attempts at 75 because, well, honestly, let's see. honestly, I'm still not sure if that was a press up because I did not feel my elbows at push snap out at all. Oh, it snapped into place right away. But I honestly thought it was shoulders because I pulled that bar way too high. But anyways, I told myself I'll do it again. So yeah, here's when things started to go pretty badly. Everything at that point was hard. The pull was hard. I didn't have that confidence, and I think it was mostly because of the fact that I didn't have enough energy. The food that I ate during the morning, it was still carbs, but not basically I didn't eat enough, despite not doing my morning cardio. So I should have had more calories to begin with, but I mean calories to spend. But anyways, Fitz told me that for today, I really shouldn't have. He didn't indicate a certain weight that I should hit. But when I asked, he said that I should try to hit the weight I did last week without any misses. So when I had that first miss, I was like, all right, that's a good place to stop for the snatches. Don't try to do a third set to nail it. Even though I really wanted to do it. Right, for the clean and jerk, again, same thing from last week. Start again with an empty bar. Gave myself like 3 minutes to rest in between that last snatch attempt to now. And let me tell you, the warm-ups for the clean and jerks went really great, which is why my attempt later at 100 kilos will definitely surprise you guys. Alright. Oh, for this one, I'm focusing again more on that pull under and focusing on my knees not collapsing into each other during the jerk drive. Right, here we go, adding some weight. Good. Oh, and by the way, I doubled the jerks because that was something from 2 days ago during my other session, clean and jerk session, when I worked up to 70 kilograms for singles. I found that doing doubles with the jerks, doing a clean plus jerk, actually helped quite a bit with just basically having that confidence in that jerk. But as you can see here, I think it's in the 60. Knees started to collapse in, and I think that's more due to the fact that my stance with the jerk changed, and that's really annoying me. Toes are pointed more forward. I usually have them pointed outward so that my knees will really travel out, and I would have a closer stance, and it's really egregious here in the 90 kilos. There we go. Clean was phenomenal. The jerk wasn't that bad, but again, the jerk drive, because I know that if the jerk drive isn't good, you won't have a good jerk. That's just pretty much set in stone there. Right, now here's 100 kilos. Here, the moment I was pinned down, I know I could stand it up, but here, during the stand, I was starting to black out, like really badly. Yeah, which is why I dropped it. Yeah, kind of lost it there. Anyways, that was a miss. As much as I wanted to hit 105, it was best not to push it. Alright, now, here's when my day actually started to improve, and that was the back squats, because last week, as you guys remember, I was supposed to do 120 kilos for 3 sets of 5, but I ended up just doing 3 sets of 3 last week. And I was honestly very afraid of hitting 120 for 5, because last week I was super hyped. I just hit 2 new PRs for the cycle, so I kind of lost a lot of that energy. I put all of that energy into the classical lifts, which you actually should do. Yeah, that's actually the right thing to do. Anyways, I was quite happy with these back squats, and yeah, I'm looking hella thick with this. Sorry guys, there are just gonna be some moments where I stand myself a lot. And honestly, you guys should definitely stand yourselves too. You guys are awesome. I may not know any of you, but if you're watching this, then I'm fairly certain you guys are also on your own weightlifting journey, or at least fitness journey. And I'm just here to let you know that I'm here for you guys. I'm rooting for you. Anyways, here's the first set of 120 kilos. Honestly, this first set was really quite easy, despite the knee caving in. The right knee is definitely the one caving in more than the left, but the reps were definitely easy during this set. It's actually during the second set where I felt like, oh no. It was like during the third, no, not during, getting up from that third rep, I started to think to myself, oh no, I can't do this. But then, just like what I told myself yesterday during my bike ride, no, you will not get off this bike and you will climb up this mountain. And that's basically what I did. And same thing with the third set. It was hard, but I still pushed myself. Nope, one more up. Yep, there we go. I think we're right. Come on, one more rep. And you can see myself nodding there because I honestly did not expect myself. I was supposed to drop it during that fifth rep too, but then I was like, nope, put it back properly. And then finishing it off with accessories. Now, something I want to leave you guys with is that not all training days are gonna go as planned. You'll definitely have bad days, but don't let that stop you from hitting it with tenacity and then knowing that tomorrow is another day. Thank you guys. Subscribe for more, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.